Hello everybody, my name is EK, welcome back to some more Old School Runescape. So I was going to start this video over at the quest giver for the next quest we want to do. But I came over here to Lumbridge and I noticed that there is this, I don't know, like autumn kind of theme going on right now. Is this because it's the 1st of September as I'm recording it right now? Yes, the video was supposed to go out today, guys, but I didn't really have a lot of time, so I'm hoping I can get it out today. But is this because it's the 1st of September and like the autumn vibes have started? Is this because of the HD117 mod? If I disable this, let me see if it works in game as well. Yeah, okay, so I don't think there's a change in setting in the normal version, right? But if I go to HD117, I guess it's like from September, then October, November, like those 3 months are probably autumn. And then from December to align with Christmas, it goes into a winter theme or something. I'm looking forward to that. I don't want to manually change into that. I could do that, I'm aware of that. But I don't want to do that because I think it's really cool that it will align with the time of the year. And I also think it's really cool that I haven't yet seen it, because I'm curious to see what this place looks like in winter. You know, it's probably going to be a bit different. But I very much enjoy this autumn aesthetic here. You know, I very much enjoy the red trees, especially, you know, I haven't really talked about it on the channel yet, but recently I got myself a monitor upgrade. This is actually the first video I'm recording with the monitor upgrade. I bought myself the Alienware 3425DW monitor, which is an OLED ultra-wide monitor, 240Hz. You know, my GPU can't even push it right now. It's at 165 because my GPU just doesn't support the bandwidth. But I'm going to be upgrading that later as well, as I've talked about before. So then, you know, I can actually use it full 240Hz. But I got it on like a very, very big discount, so I paid like very little for it, and I've been looking at it for a while. Anyway, the reason I'm talking about this is because the colors right now, to me, like, they look really incredible. The OLED, of course, makes everything look way more, like there's a lot more contrast, but also the colors, like, they pop a lot more. It does take a little bit of getting used to. It's a bit of a different type of aesthetic, especially since I've been looking at my IPS monitor for like 8 years now. But especially like the combination of having a surprise appearance of very much colorful like red trees and stuff with the monitor, like I'm almost shocked, guys. I should put shocked in the title. You know, you guys wouldn't believe what shocked me, right? That's how I get viewers. Anyway, just wanted to quickly talk about that. Let's head over to the quest giver so we can actually start today's video properly. Also, let me empty the inventory because there's just so much shit in there. Oh, I can't remember if I pointed it out, by the way, but someone mentioned in a comment, and I might have mentioned this, but I'm not quite sure, that these boots, they have more, let me just remove them actually, because then I can see them. They have more stats than just the attack bonus and defense bonus. They also have melee strength +4. I'm going to assume that every subsequent tier of these will give me more and more melee strength. So these boots are, sorry, not boots, these gloves are probably quite good, right? I reckon, I think I even heard someone say in the comments that these gloves are so good, like the later tiers, that I won't be replacing them for a while. They're kind of like ruining progression almost in a way because they're just too damn good. But since I'm, you know, working on unlocking them anyway, like I'm spending a fair amount of time unlocking them in the first place and don't like get them gifted to me or something like that, I'm kind of fine with that. Here we go. We are rocking the fighter boots today, because, you know, we might have to do some demon fighting, I reckon. What skills do we require for this quest, by the way? So we require the Golem and Demon Slayer to be done. I'm curious to see why the Golem needed to be done for this, but I guess we'll see that in due time. Wait, I mean, to be fair, it is called, or it is a follow-up for Demon Slayer. Will it have something to do with the demon that was unleashed within that realm that, you know, we assumed passed? But did he really pass? Did he go somewhere else? We don't know. There's also a level 30 crafting requirement and level 50 combat requirements. There's going to be a bit more combat. I feel like we haven't done combat in quite some time. Pretty much all the questing has been non-combat stuff. Guys, I think I pushed for like, what, 40 plus? I love the ambience here. I'm not sure if it's just my monitor, guys. Hold on, let me drag it. Alright, there's another monitor right now. It's still looking really good on the other monitor as well. I love the fall. Guys, do you use fall? Do you use autumn? I feel like people use them intertwined like a lot. I love the aesthetic here. It definitely looks better on my OLED monitor, but still, even on my IPS, this place looks really cool. Like the lighting over there and stuff, especially for a game that's not graphically advanced. Like let's face it, guys, RuneScape is not the most graphically demanding game, but the lighting over there, it's actually surprisingly good. So has the entire world changed, or is it mostly just like specific areas? Because this stuff, I think, is also different. Wait, are all the tree models, like literally all the tree models for all the trees I can cut down, are they all different? I mean, I'm assuming the desert isn't that much different, is it? But the desert looks very much different as well to me. It looks much... Hold on, that might just be my monitor though. Yeah, that's my monitor. Okay, that's just... It looks much more like orangey tinted as opposed to like the more yellowy tint on my my old monitor. Anyway, let's see where the quest giver is. Is this the quest perchance, like this one? Yeah, there we go. Well, that's convenient. We just ran to the correct space. So, I want to say spot and place and I turn into space. So, Father Arene, we can talk to him. Excuse me, I'm looking for EK. I have an urgent job for him. Well, I mean, I am EK. That works out quite well. I mean, I just told you guys that I'm EK at the intro of the video. That's me. Thanks, Sir Doman, I found you. I believe you still have the magical sword Silverlight. I mean, yeah, it's in my bank. The sword I used to defeat the demon Delriff. Yes, I still have it. There is an urgent task that only you can do, and only with Silverlight. Guys, I would love if this quest chain continues the Silverlight chain, which it does, and then it involves us upgrading Silverlight to like a different higher end version or something like that. So my partner Baron and I have been observing the dark wizard Deneth, who we believe has been preparing to summon the powerful demon Agriv Nar. A week ago, he took a group of apprentice dark wizards and moved to Uzur, the lost city in the desert. We think he's going to use the city's ancient temple to summon the demon. So you want me to stop him? Stop him? No, we want you to go wait until Agriv Nar is summoned, and then kill him once and for all. Is that because by killing him after the summoning, we solve the issue forever? And otherwise we would just prevent this temporary summoning, but someone else could summon him later as well? Let me explain, alright? Agriv Nar is not an ordinary demon. He has immense magical powers, and he can use these powers to influence the mortal plane. This summoning is our chance to rid the world of this evil influence. You should go to Uzur and find Baron at once. I'll follow you once I've finished some business here. Okay, so we should probably grab our desert robes again, which I just put in the bank, but that's fine, I can go do that in just a moment. So I talked to F.R. Freen in Al-Kharit. He told me that a group of dark wizards led by Deneth is planning to summon a demon, and he wants me to slay the demon once it's summoned. Reen asked me to speak to his partner Baden, who is in Uzur. Alright, let me grab the correct gear again, and then we'll meet in the desert, guys. It also has a better magic defense bonus, so provided the demon uses magic, and you know the guy we just talked to did say that he possesses great magical powers, so maybe it's a mage, which means that the desert shirt actually isn't even bad against him either. Now for the boots, the boots are over here, I think I already put them here, yeah, desert boots. They are worse, but I will still wear them just because I think they might help me in the desert area in general. Alright, we're back in Uzur. I very much appreciate the fact that we can play some stuff back to back right now, because I'm very much of the opinion that it's always best if there's storylines within RPGs, MMOs, any kind of game really, that you can hopefully play them as much as you want in order and keep going kind of back to back to back. And I'm fine with stuff like Recipe for Disaster, where it's not really the case. Where in Recipe for Disaster, you kind of go in and out, in and out, in and out, because Recipe for Disaster is a very simplistic story, where the 8 quests are kind of standalone. There is like an overarching story to them, but they're kind of standalone. You could really play them as 8 separate quests. So I don't really mind it too much in that situation, where it's like an overarching quest that's just actually more like sub-quests within them. But when it's a quest chain, where it's a story that goes from start to finish, I very much appreciate being able to play it somewhat back to back, so you can really, properly get immersed and properly understand what is going on, what are the characters' motivations, and really just remember what is going on. Also, last time we were here, I think Father Baron wasn't here yet. I'm assuming he's only here once you start the quest, but I could be wrong there. Let's talk to the golem, because we haven't talked to him, of course, since we finished the quest. It is good to see a friendly face here. The priest has said nothing to me, but get ye away, foul construct. So why does Baron hate you? I do not know. I heard him say that Saradomin hates all artificial creatures. It was not always so. When I was new, the priests of Saradomin praised the ingenuity of the golem builders. I paraded through the city with my siblings, all painted in bright colors, and they blessed us with holy water as we prepared for battle. He should know that I could never hurt him. The first command in a golem's mind is that it cannot allow a human being to come to harm. But what did we just do? Oh, it was water drinking, okay. And there's also, do you know anything about the dark wizards who arrived here? Some of them were curious about me when they arrived, but since then they have ignored me. As they passed me, I felt a sense of dark foreboding, something I have not felt since a great enemy was nearby. I fear they are planning some great evil. Oh, yes they are. They're planning to summon a demon. Hello, Father Baden. What do you know? What brings you to this god-forsaken desert? Well, Reen sent me. Saradomin be praised, but you will need Silverlight for this task. You should go and get it. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I forgot it. What if I say I don't know where Silverlight is? Perhaps it's in your bank. Oh, yes, that sounds right. Guys, if it wasn't in my bank, if I had dropped it or something, would the dialogue change? Like, I'm assuming the game is now scanning my bank and checking, hey, is Silverlight in there? If yes, then this dialogue plays. If it's not in my bank, like in my inventory or whatever, like it, well, to be fair, inventory will probably trigger the quest, but if it's somewhere else in my inventory, which I'm not sure where it could be, but I guess it will be different dialogue. If I destroyed it, he probably tells me where I can go ahead and recover it. But yeah, I forgot to go pick it up, so let me quickly run back and forth. What's your guys' favorite season, by the way? What do you enjoy most? Personally, I'm a bit torn, because I very much enjoy spring when it becomes all light and like nice and warm outside, but it's like it's not super warm yet, and it's like just overall very pleasant. I think spring will be my answer. But there is also something so satisfying about those early months of autumn. The months that are kind of like slowly starting now, where, you know, it becomes a bit more chilly outside. You get to wear sweaters a lot more. You get to sit inside while it's raining outside, as it's like, you know, trickling onto the window. Like there's something so cozy about that, especially when you're sitting inside playing a game or something. Now, when you have to go walk a dog or you know, drive or like bike to work or something, you know, then it's a bit of a pain. But yeah, I think those are my favorites. I do enjoy the winter as well, but like I especially love those very like snowy, frosty days where it's, you know, it's cold. It's like, you know, a little bit under freezing, but it's sunny outside. You know, where like the sun shines very heavily onto the white snow, making it like appear extremely white, and like someone just turned the bloom slider a lot. I very much enjoy that as well. Like, it's not always the most comfortable to walk around in, but there's something cool about just wandering around with, like, you know, a thick jacket and well, and like this weirdly sunny but chilly environment. But then like the rainy drab, like that's not something that I enjoy, especially when it's cold. Like when it's cold and raining, that's terrible. When it's raining, fine. When it's cold, fine. Raining and cold, that's just terrible. See, that's what you guys come to my channel for, right? Just random rants about something completely unrelated to the game. Saradomin be praised, and you have Silverlight. You're willing to help us then? So tell me more about Agrif-Nar, the demon. Agrif-Nar is not so much a demon as a force of nature. While he is in his own dimension, his evil magics can reach everywhere in the world. No one knows how far his power extends, but Reen and I believe that much of the suffering in the world is due to him. The accident that cripples a man, the storm that sweeps a ship under the sea, the sudden fire and the blood that makes a wolf pack attack a town, all that is Agrif-Nar. So it's like a Lucifer kind of situation where like people just blame him for all the evil in the world. So tell me more about Denaf, or Denef. We've been keeping an eye on Denef for some years now, but we've never been able to move against him. He was part of the group that summoned Delrith, but he left the rock before you arrived and defeated the demon. He's been studying Agrif-Nar for years, but when he brought his group here, we knew he was about to make his move. So why has he come to Uzur? Is it because the demon row connected to this place? I'm not sure. The city is very ancient, and its builders were powerful workers of evil magic. Oh, he just made like a bit of a weird move, as that foul construct over there proves. Perhaps there's something here he needs. Do you know what happened here? Foul construct? Do you mean the golem? The golem, yes. An abomination in the eyes of Holy Saradomin. A mockery of life. Right now, Denef is more important, but once he is dealt with, I should find some way to destroy it. No, but the golem was created to fight a demon. You're on the same side. Hey, man, just what? No, don't walk away from me. I'm talking to you. Sir, come back. Thousands of years ago, a demon attacked this city, but the golem army drove it off. When I last came here, I opened the portal, and the demon was already dead. It had died of the wounds the golem inflicted. He opens a portal to a demon's realm. That must be why Deneth is here. See, guys, I told you we should not be doing this. We should stop and think about our actions, but apparently that's impossible. It will be much easier to reach Algrifnar's realm from another demon's realm than from the mortal plane. Oh wait, we did something good, guys. Don't worry about it, guys. We did something good. Hold on. Deneth must have heard that the portal here was open and decided to make his move. So what do you want me to do? You have to be in a position to kill Algrifnar as soon as he is summoned. The best way to do that is to infiltrate the group that is summoning him. So how can I do that? I don't know. You will have to find some way to convince them you're one of them. Alright, let's check out the quest. I need to infiltrate a group of dark wizards led by Deneth, so that I can be in position to kill Algrifnar when they summon him. So, is this group inside? Also, is there a quest that starts here? Or is that just the golem? Oh, that's the golem. Okay. So can I just go in here? And will there be people down here now? Are they potentially... Wait, who is this? Evil Dave? Why is Evil Dave here? What do you want? Wait, isn't this the guy that we're looking to save? I want to go through the portal. Go away. This is our portal now. So, in order to save him, I need to first help him out in a way in the real world that takes place after we've already saved him, so that I can go back to save him. I want to join your group. Well, we do need one more person now, since, but we're an evil group. To join, you must be evil. I am evil. Don't worry, guys, I'm very evil. When I used to play Fable, The Lost Chapters, beautiful game, by the way, might cover it on the channel at some point, but when I used to play Fable, The Lost Chapters, I struggled being good, guys. I was always evil. That game, amazing. So, guys, I'm evil. Don't worry about it. You don't look evil. You certainly don't dress evil. Evil in disguise? There's no need for the disguise here. We're all evil. Okay, but what about these robes then? Where did you get those robes? Yeah, evil, aren't they? One of the group made them. He said he found some mushrooms in the ruins that could dye things really black. Alright, so are these just desert robes? Are these the same robes? Can I turn desert robes black? Can I... Okay, guys, the plan is, I think, we grab a couple of these mushrooms that are somewhere on the floor here. We turn them into black dye and we dye our armor. Does that work? But we do need a mortar and pestle, so I will have to go teleport back over the Lumbridge, go to the bank and pick up my mortar and pestle. I'm trying to get used to using the bank down here because I think it's quicker, it's more efficient. So I think I might as well just get used to it. You crush the mushroom, but you have no vial. Oh yeah, of course. Oh, and it goes everywhere. Okay, we just like splooped a mushroom on the floor. I can empty vials of water. Okay, that's fine. So we now use it on that, and we create black dye. Let's just make a couple of these. Okay, this should be fine, I reckon. Now let me put these in the bank real quick. So we, I might as well just put some there so we always have some in case we do need them later. And now I guess I will unequip these at least. And am I now able to dye these? If you dye the shade black, it will no longer provide protection from the desert sun. You will not be able to remove the dye. Okay, I mean, I could just buy a secondary set, I guess. So we do this, and I'll buy a secondary set just for travel purposes. Oh, the shoes are too thick to dye. Okay, so is this what I'm supposed to do? And then we still have the white shoes. It might be quicker to just walk back and forth to this bank, by the way. But I'm too lazy, so I just teleport to Lumbridge. Alright, black desert gear equipped. Let's talk to Evil Dave again. And let's say I want to join your group. And let's see. I am evil. Yeah, I can see that. That outfit is totally evil. There we go. But what's that sword? It's far too shiny to be evil. We won't have any silver glowing swords in there. Oh, do I have to not have Silverlight on me? Wait, can I dye Silverlight, guys? Can I dye Silverlight black? That'd be really cool. But I will once again... Actually, I don't have to go back. I have the mortar and pestle on me. But I don't have a vial on me. Okay, going back. Alright, so I have black dye. Can I dye Silverlight? I can. You pour the dye over Silverlight and it stains the blade black. Will I have to at some point clean it as well? Because, I mean, I don't know how it works. I don't know if the power of the blade is in any way tied to its shininess. And what I'm also wondering right now is, can I dye it different colors? Like, can I dye it red or yellow or stuff? No, I love the idea of dye weapons. You know, in Guild Wars 2 they have dyes, and you know you can dye backpacks, you can dye like all the armor skins, there's like a million dyes, but you can't dye weapons. And I love dyeable weapons, especially when there's like, you know, a weapon trail effect with it. Like if you could dye those, oh, that'd be so cool. So the fact that I can dye my weapon here, even if it's just a singular one, is really cool. I am evil. That outfit is totally evil, and I love that evil black sword. Look at this, guys. Look at us being evil. Okay. I'll take you through to see Daneth. Evil Dave escorts you into the demonic throne room. Ooh. Here we go. Oh, I love this intro. Like all the guys here wandering about. Alright, Daneth. Daneth, we are on our way. Master, this person wants to join us. Indeed. Well, we are one wizard short since Joseph ran away. Can you vouch for him? Yeah, he's totally evil. Thank you, Dave. So, you wish to join us. You have made a wise choice. When we summon the demon Agivnar, he will grant all our worldly desires. An abyssal whip, a dragon chainmail. Are these very good items, guys? I mean, dragon chainmail I'm familiar with. An abyssal whip sounds cool. I don't know if it's a weapon, but that sounds really cool. To conjure these items is trivial for Agivnar. But you will not need such weapons or armor, for Agivnar will grant you the power of life and death over all creatures. You shall have every wish granted, and everyone who has ever wronged you will burn in hell of your own devising. Isn't this, you know, wrong? Right and wrong are for the weak. I mean, to be fair, guys, we just convinced them we are evil. We should not be asking them whether this is wrong. This is your chance to choose to be on the side of the strong and have all your desires granted, while the weak are crushed beneath Agivnar's demonic feet. So how do you know Agivnar will do all this for us? My binding spells will make Agivnar my slave. You would be wise not to question my powers again, lest I turn the same spells on you. So why did Joseph run away? Obviously he was a coward who did not have the strength to abandon his old-fashioned morality. I hope he will not be a similar disappointment. You know, I love the idea that we're going to help him, you know, summon a demon, and he's believing that we're on his side, and at the end, you know, like the creature is summoned and we're like, haha, joke's on you, rips off the die, shows Silverlight, he's like, oh no, not Silverlight. You know, it's gonna be something like that, right? So what do I have to do? It's kind of like the moment like, oh no, Exodia! You know the intro from Yu-Gi-Oh? I feel like that's going to be his face when we pull out Silverlight, you know? Exodia! It's not possible! When I have finished preparing the magic circle, we will all recite the incantation that will summon Agivnar. You must memorize the incantation carefully. It is Kalar Kamarintham Agivnar Terran Nahuru, which I've learned from Demon Slayer. I will need to quickly copy and paste. There we go, it's been saved. You will also need to make yourself a demonic sigil to act as a focus of power. One of the group has the mold you need to make it. Now, let me continue with my preparations. Alright, so let's see what the quest says now. Daneth told me to make myself a demonic sigil out of silver. I should speak to the wizards and find which one has a sigil mold. Okay, so just talk to these guys over here. So we have Jennifer, we have Matthew, and we have Tanya. Alright. Hello, Tanya. Soon all will bow down before me. Oh? Why is that? Agivnar will make us the rulers of the world. I shall be a dark queen over all of Gielinor. All shall love me and despair. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. Okay, I'm gonna stop myself there. I'm gonna go all out on that one. Look, we've told you not to do that. It makes everyone uncomfortable. That's true, guys. You know, even my dog's uncomfortable right now. Sorry. But I want to ask you about the demonic sigil mold. Ha, carrying such humble implements is beneath me. And what about Joseph? What happened to him? He was a fool who could not cope with power. When Nar makes us rulers of the continent, I will find him and crush him. Alright, can we talk to Deneth again, actually? Leave me alone. I am preparing for the summoning ritual. You should make yourself a demonic sigil and practice the incantation with the other wizards. Okay, nothing new there. Alright, let's talk to Matthew. Hello, are you Joseph's replacement? Yes, I suppose I am. It just goes to show how little Deneth values us. Ooh, so he is not really, maybe, too fond of Deneth. What do you mean? Deneth told us we would learn the secrets of demonic magic, but all we've done is memorize one incantation, and now he replaces poor Joseph with the next person who comes along. So what happened to Joseph then? Shh, listen, Deneth doesn't know this. When we joined him, Deneth told us that we were going to learn all the secrets of demonic magic, but we still don't know anything. The others, they just think they're terribly evil, with the sigils and the incantation they learned by rote. But Joseph and I wanted more. We wanted to know how it worked. Joseph was more curious than me. Last night, he secretly read a book that Deneth was keeping from us. He didn't know I was awake, but I saw what happened. I saw him read it, and then his face turned white and he took the book and ran through the portal. But Deneth was waking up, and then when we saw Joseph was gone, he went through the portal to look for him. A bit later, Deneth returned, without Joseph or the book. Joseph didn't have money for the magic carpet, and he can't have got far in the desert at night with that heavy book. Joseph must have hidden the book somewhere in the ruins. Before Deneth followed him, if you could find it, we'd know what it was that frightened him. We'd know what Deneth is really up to. Alright. So, what about the demonic sigil mold? No, I think Jennifer has it. Okay, but Jennifer said that she didn't have it, right? Wait, can we... Where's Jennifer? Oh, there's even Patrick and Eric. Okay, we can't steal from her, we can't pickpocket her. That's fine, let's... Oh, wait, we've talked to Tanya already. Let's talk to Patrick next. Nar is going to make us all so rich. Yeah, we'll all be rich. Yeah, I'm going to get myself a dragon longsword and 1,000,000 rune ores and a small piece of colored paper to put on my head. Okay. If you like. Isn't it more satisfying to earn riches yourself? I don't want to be satisfied, I want to be rich. I mean, that makes perfect sense. I love it. Do you have the demonic sigil mold? Right now, I don't have anything, but soon I will have everything. And what about Joseph? What happened to him? Deneth says he ran away. I don't know why. Who would want to run away from what Nar is going to do for us? Yeah, okay, makes sense. Because we have 2 more people, right? We have Eric over here, which I can talk to. They won't ignore me for much longer. Who? Everyone. When I have demonic powers, they'll have to pay attention to me. And she won't ignore me then. I'll be able to show her how I feel. I will make everyone like me. Guys, I don't think taking demonic energy or like demonic power, summoning a demon, is going to help your love life much. Unless she's into that. You know, in that case, I don't kink shame. But I don't think overall that's a good idea. So, do you have the demonic sigil mold? No, I gave it to Matthew. And what about Joseph? He went away and left us. He probably didn't like me. Okay, this guy has self-esteem issues, like severe self-esteem issues. So there's Tanya, there's Matthew, there's Jennifer. Wait, have we talked to Jennifer? Huh? What? You don't understand. Understand what? Nobody understands. What don't we understand? Oh, it doesn't matter. You don't understand. Go away. But I want to understand. What about the mold? Huh? If that's all you want, here it is. Thanks. Huh? Good chat, guys. Good chat. You know what happened to Joseph? He didn't understand. No, I suppose he did. I don't suppose he did. I mean, I don't either. So, Deneth told me to make myself a demonic sigil. I have the sigil mold, and now I need to cast a sigil from silver. Matthew told me that another wizard stole a book from Deneth and tried to run away. I should look for it. Okay. So out in the desert somewhere is going to be a book. Somewhere along the ruins is going to be a book. And this book is going to contain the information that we need to figure out Daniel's plan, but also potentially to maybe make the sigil. Can we just... Wait, there's another father? Father Reen? Wait, Father Reen made his way over here. Oh, it's too hot for me out here, but at least I found my way through the desert. So why didn't you take the magic carpet? I mean, to be fair, can we take the magic carpet, guys? We can't, right? Unless I'm just completely missing something. Oh dear no, you won't get me up one of those things. What if the magic failed? Yeah, that's a good point actually. So why don't you change out of your heavy robes? But the rules of my order say I must wear them. Perhaps the rules were made in a colder place than this? Saradomin's rules are once and for all. It is not our place to question them. That makes perfect sense. But do you know where Silverlight is? Ha, yes, you're carrying it. Oh yes, so I am. Don't worry, soon I will have killed the demon and we can all go home. Summoning a demon, those wizards make me sick. What kind of sad people would call on a supernatural being to solve their problems for them? Isn't that what you do when you pray? What? No, that's totally different, because, because we always give thanks to Saradomin, even when he doesn't do anything. Not like those wizards, they're so full of themselves, with their fancy robes and their rituals. Isn't that like... No, it's totally different. Anyway, there must be something wrong with the way they live in their little group and separate themselves from the rest of society. It can't be healthy. And that is nothing like you being a monk, of course. No, nothing like that. Wait, are you being sarcastic? Because you should know that sarcasm is specifically forbidden in the Holy Book of Saradomin. Are you sure Saradomin was being serious about that bit? Shut up. I mean, maybe it was sarcastic. We should be wearing these robes, by the way, when we're out here. Alright, so there's got to be some place, maybe in these crates. Okay, there's nothing in here. But there's got to be a book. There's a letter. Oh wait, the rock merchant is now here. Wait, have we unlocked the rock merchant, guys? Have I been walking back and forth for no reason? Can I now... Hello? Greetings, as a traveler. Do you require the services of Ali Morassein's flying carpet fleet? Okay, guys, did we unlock this by completing the golem? So, yes, please. You can travel from here back to the Shantae Pass. Oh, so we can travel back and forth now. That's really nice. Guys, imagine buying a high-end 240 Hz OLED monitor and then be playing Old School Runescape. Now, those are the choices to be proud of. Let's also look at this mold, by the way, used to make the sigil of the demon Agrivnar. And we needed to make it with silver, right? So I'm pretty sure... Let's actually go verify that. I think all I have to do is just get a silver bar and put it in the mold, right? So let's try this service. Yes, please. Let's go back to Shantae Pass. That sounds good. Take me there. Oh, it's 200 gold per journey. Oh, look at this. What? I wasn't expecting that to be an actual animation. I thought we were gonna just teleport. Wait, this is rather cool. Look at us. Look at us go. To be fair, I don't think it's actually much faster. I mean, it's a bit faster, but... I guess you can AFK it, right? That's a good thing. Like, you can click it, you can go do something else on your second monitor or something. Do I have a silver bar? I do have a silver bar. Okay, cool. I'm pretty sure there is a furnace over here. Alright, let's make the demonic sigil. Here we go. A bit of crafting experience. Is this what the crafting requirement was for? To be able to make this thing? I guess. Alright, so I made a demonic sigil, which I will need in the summoning ritual. But I also need to find the book still. And the book was somewhere around the ruins of Uzo, right? I think he said he couldn't have gotten far. So it must be somewhere around there. So I'm assuming I now have the option to travel to Uzo from here as well. So yes, please. Yes, Uzo is now an option. Okay, so I'm guessing if I complete more different quests, I will probably unlock more of the desert as flight paths. Oh, there's also a medium task in the desert area. I feel like we've been completing a fair amount of those actually. So if I go to my achievement diaries, desert area. Oh, actually, there's not too many. well, I mean, we're making progress on all of them, like very, very slowly. I'll probably do at some point, I'll do one of those wrap-up videos again, where I'll just go through like, a lot of them. But you know, I'll leave that for probably after at least this part of Recipe for Disaster, and then probably much later than that, because there's so much on my list, guys. Okay, let's talk to the golem. Maybe he knows something. Oh, did you see anything happen last night? That's new dialogue, I think. I saw one of the men in dark robes run out of the temple. He looked very frightened, and I feared for his safety. He was carrying a large book. Nice. He started to head out into the desert, but then turned back and hid the book in one of the broken kilns in which my kind were created long ago. Then another man came out of the temple. He said magical words and threw a fireball at the first man, turning him to dust. I should have saved him, but I was not fast enough to throw myself in the path of the fireball. Which kiln did he hide the book in? I cannot remember. The shock of seeing a human being killed wiped the details of the incident from my memory. Oh, well that's rough. That's severe trauma. Okay, so back to the quest. I like how it's near the top, by the way, so I don't have to like scroll or anything. It's just it's really convenient. Matthew told me that another wizard had stolen the book from Daneth and tried to run away. The golem told me it saw the wizard hide the book in one of the broken kilns. So kilns are like weird oven things, right? Aren't they? Aren't they like weird furnace oven kind of things? There's a kiln here. You look in the kiln, but you see only sand and fragments of ancient golems. So far, by the way, this quest has been much better than the golem. Oh, you find a book in the kiln. There we go. What year is this from? 2005 as well. You know, because this quest has felt much more like, hey, you kind of know roughly what to do. There's still some searching to be done, but it's not like super cryptic and unclear. And I'm not opposed to the cryptic quest. They can be fun on occasion, but when, you know, there's multiple of those back to back to back, and I keep having to, you know, get stuck, you know, at some point it kind of drains me a little bit. So I found a book that another wizard hid in the ruins. I should show it to Matthew. But first, can I read it myself? I can. Ooh, it's a long book as well. Okay, let's go in. I know that it's too late to prevent my execution, and I do not dispute the letter of the charges against me. I did read forbidden books, and I did perform unholy rituals forbidden by the Church of Saradomin. But I hope to show by this account that I did not blaspheme against Holy Saradomin, but rather acted in his spirits. For as long as we know, those who worship Saradomin have fallen prey to demons, both those that are summoned by dark wizards and those that live wild in the desolate north. But even the priests of Saradomin know little about these creatures, for all knowledge of them is suppressed by the Church. Should we not know our enemies? If we were to read the tomes of demon lore and yet keep the light of Saradomin in our hearts, might we not find new and better ways to fight these beasts? It was with that thought in mind that I performed the actions for which I have been convicted, and as I read about the various types of demon, I did indeed strike upon a way that unholy magic could be used for a holy purpose. Not all demons are most dangerous when they are on our plane as physical beings. There is also a more subtle demonic influence that pervades our world, with demons working behind the scenes to cause natural disasters and accidents. The chief among these demons is Agrif-Nar. If Agrif-Nar were to be removed from his own dimension, he would be unable to work his magic on the world, and so I came to believe that summoning him would not be an evil act, but a good one. Therefore, I secretly studied the forbidden books and conducted magical experiments until I had discovered the means by which Agrif-Nar could be summoned. The process of preparation was complex, but the most important part was the construction of a sigil of the demon out of silver. The final act was for 8 persons, each holding such a sigil to recite the following incantation: Nahudu, Garen, Agrif-Nar, Camenthium, Kaldar. Isn't that a different thing? Hold on, I have it over here. Is that a different incantation than he is trying to do? So his one starts with Kaldar. Yeah. It is the incantation in reverse. So what is he trying to do, guys? Why is he trying to do something else than the book here implies we should be doing? Is he using it for his own personal gain or something? The ritual was a success, and the great demon Agrif-Nar appeared before us. We had prepared a magical cage, and with difficulty we imprisoned the demon. However, we were unable to destroy him, though we tried every physical and magical means. Furthermore, the magical cage was weakening and we feared it would not be able to contain him for long. Therefore, we decided the last pages of the book have been torn out. Ooh, interesting. I'm into this quest, guys. I am very much into this quest. I do enjoy these kind of setups. So let's go back in. Do I still need the ropes, I wonder? Or can I just enter now that I'm, you know, part of the quest? Yeah, I can just enter. Okay, cool. So we have to show it to Matthew, right? So Matthew is over here because he's going to help us figure out what is going on here. Did you find that book? Yes, the golem saw Joseph hide it in one of the broken kilns in the city. Did the golem see what happened to Joseph? I'm still not sure, by the way, because this guy says he's helping us, but what if he's saying he wants to help us, but it's an instruction from Deneth, and this is like a bit of a ploy to try and get us to showcase our true nature. It said Deneth killed him. Oh no! I knew Deneth was a dark wizard, but I didn't think he'd kill one of his disciples. Let me look at the book then. Matthew quickly reads the book, then hands it back to you. I wonder how many people, by the way, get this book and then just hand it in immediately and not actually read it themselves, unless they have to actually read it, because they're probably following a quest guide. How many people actually go ahead and open these books like I'm doing and properly reading them? I'm not sure. I don't understand. What's in there that Deneth thought was worth killing over? Joseph must have worked something out, but what? But look at the incantation in the book. Those words are in the reverse order to the order that Deneth taught us. Guys, I'm way ahead of him. I'm way ahead of him. My brain is whoo. Yeah, it's poo. Not sure what poo is, but it's big. It's big. The incantation in the book is backwards? More likely, the book has the correct incantation, and the one Deneth taught us was backwards. But what does that mean? Ike, I am not happy about this ritual. I don't think Agrifnar is going to grant all our wishes. I think he's going to kill us all. But if I try to stop it, Deneth will kill me like he did Joseph. Don't worry, I am here to kill the demon. This is the demon-slaying sword Silverlight, the only weapon that can kill Agrifnar. Thank goodness! I think Deneth is nearly ready for the ritual. We must prepare. I should make sure I have Silverlight with me and wait in the throne room for the ritual to start. It is time for the ritual to commence. Ike, please take your place in the circle. Is it like right here? Do I just stand here? Ike will lead us in the incantation. Wait, will I? But you are the leader of the incantation. You have unlocked a new music track called Incantation. Ike will lead us in the incantation. Wait, what am I? Am I supposed to chant the Demonic Sigil? Oh yeah, of course. So, what if I do the inverse? Okay, let me try that. So let me try the one that is in the book and not the one that he said I should do. So Nahudu. I'm just reversing the one I have in the image, and then we do Terran. There we go. Then we do Agrifnar. I like how the guy who, like Deneth, who supposedly is like this evil mastermind, cannot figure out that I'm betraying him right now. Camarynthum. And then Keldar. You fool! Do it again and get it right. Wait. Nahadu, Terran, Agrifnar. That is the reverse or the inverse version. Okay, let's do the wrong version then, I guess. So here we go. Keldar. Camarynthum. Then Agrifnar. Then Terran. And then Nahudu. Here we go. Did we do it? A magic circle appears in the floor. Oh, is he being transported? Oh my gods. Wait, did he transport into the demon realm? He disappeared. Where'd he go? Of course, how could we be so stupid? What happened? What do you get when you perform a summoning ritual backwards? like a banishing ritual? Deneth was Agrivnar all along. We've just helped him return to his own dimension. I was thinking something like that, but I wasn't sure if it was him. I was thinking, you know, like summoning someone brings him to you, so we push him away. But I hadn't figured out that he was Agrivnar, but that's actually cool. It makes sense, because Agrivnar, of course, was previously summoned and imprisoned. Boom! What was that? Look, the portal's closing. I'm getting out of here. No, don't leave. Who knows what Deneth could do now? We've got to perform the ritual again so you can kill Agrivnar, but we need 8 people. Quick, EK. You've got to get those 3 to come back, and you better take Deneth's sigil and find one more person to help. Okay, we take this sigil as well, so we now have 2 sigils. People, come back. We'll go through the portal. Oh. They're being blocked by the spirits? Really? You see Tanya killed by ghosts. Wait. I mean, we can take his sigil too. Okay. What about Evil Dave? Evil Dave! Eric's dead. Agrivnar killed him. That's evil. I mean, it's bad in a bad way. What happened? A ceiling collapsed without warning. When I moved towards the staircase, the walls started to shake. I'm scared of what will happen to me if I try to leave. You've got to get back to the throne room. But the portal's closed. We'll be trapped. Our only hope is to summon Agrivnar again, so I can kill him, but I need 8 people. You can kill him? You better take this then. It was Eric's sigil. Everyone in the ritual will need one. Alright, another sigil. Okay, so we have 3 sigils now. But we need to bring more people, don't we? Hold on. I need to find 3 more people to help with the ritual, so that I can summon Agrivnar again and slay him. Do we go out and do we ask the people outside? Like, we have the golem and the 2... Oh! You were hit by falling rocks. Oh, whoa! You must fight your way against a sandstorm. What? Is this part of the quest, or is this part of just something in general? What's happening? The wind suddenly picked up. It's a desert sandstorm. Deneth was Agrivnar all along. We've just sent him back to his own dimension. Sarah Doman, protect us. From his own dimension, he'll be able to wreak havoc. You've got to help me summon him again, so I can slay him with Silverlight. Alright. You'll need to hold this sigil for the ritual. Okay, that's 1. So was that Baron? That was Baron, right? Yeah, okay. Let's talk to Reen as well. I like how he's actually walking up there. What's happening? This sandstorm came out of nowhere. Deneth was Agrivnar all along. Now he's back in his own dimension. Oh no, what can we do? You've got to help me perform the ritual again so I can kill him. Oh dear, I don't think I could take part in the demonic ritual. But isn't that what you and Baron asked me to do? But things are different for me. I'm a monk. What if my order found out? But all the wizards will die. Oh, didn't mean to skip that. Whoopsie. They should have known better than to join Deneth in his evil schemes. Hope there was nothing important in there. Oh, don't be simple-minded. You were summoning a demon in order to kill it, to rid the world of great evil. Well, alright. Now, take this demonic sigil and hurry inside. Alright, and where is the golem? Sir, Mr. Golem, we need you. I sense a great darkness, as of a demon reveling in its moment of triumph. And now this sandstorm appears, the likes of which I have not seen in 3,000 years. What can it mean? Deneth was Agrivnar all along. We've accidentally helped him get back to his own dimension. It is a terrible thing for a demon to be victorious. I wish there was something I could do to rectify the situation. You could help me summon the demon again so I could kill him. I cannot do that. It is forbidden for a golem to enter the portal. But I really need you to. A golem cannot disobey the commands in his mind. Change the commands in his mind? Why is it forbidden? I do not know. I was not privy to the thoughts of my designers, and now they cannot be asked. I could just reprogram you again. That is true. Perhaps if you opened my head and removed the instructions concerning the portal, I would be able to help you. But there must have been a reason why my builders imposed this restriction. I do not know what would happen to me if I went through the portal. Okay, are we supposed to... So I convinced FR Boren to help me and FR Reen. I need to find one more person to help me with the ritual so that I can summon Agrivnar again and slay him. The golem will only be able to help with the ritual once I have reprogrammed it so that it can go through the portal. Am I supposed... Hold on, let me go in here as to not drink all the water. Am I supposed to go back in and use black dye once again? Actually, no, wait. I have the thing in the bank, right? But I need... Do I just get Papyrus and write a new thing in his brain? Do I just repeat the same setup that we had previously? It's a really cool quest, though. I'm really enjoying this one. Oh, it's cool. I can't actually use the Lumbridge home teleport here because I keep getting damaged. So I will have to use the Lumbridge teleport. Alright, world-ending stuff is over. We can now chill again. Alright, let me take the strange implement, because we probably need that one as well. And now I just go buy some papyrus from Ali Morosane in Al-Kharid. Alright, we have one inventory slot remaining, so let's get the papyrus. Let's write in the papyrus. You don't know what to write. Okay, what I'm gonna try is I'm gonna see if I can just take it out of his brain. Maybe I don't need to put something else in. Maybe all I need to do is just take the existing command out of his brain, which I think I could have done previously as well, to be fair, in the Golem quest, but it didn't allow me. But let's see if that's what I need to do. It's such a well-designed quest, though. You know, the story setting is great so far, the build-up is great. The fact that there's like friggin' tornadoes outside is great. Like, it makes the desert feel even more dangerous. Just as you think the desert is safe, like there's like this whole new layer to it. I honestly think this quest is really strong. You know, I'm almost hoping that there's going to be another part of this quest somewhere down the line. I know there's only 2, but I would love like a whole quest chain of this. Makes me really curious about like the other quest chains to see how good they are, because this one has been really engaging. Oh wait, why am I going in here, by the way? I need to talk to the golem, who is not yet in here. That's the whole problem. Alright, so if I now use a strange implement on his brain, you open the golem's head and search through the dusty scrolls inside. You find one that says, "Thou shalt not enter the portal of Thameron," and remove it. Now I can talk to him. Can I now ask him again? What are we waiting for? What do I need to do? Take this demonic sigil and go through the portal. There we go. There we go. Now he's joining us. Okay, so we've given over all of them. We just have one sigil left, which is the one for ourselves. I have no idea how hard this fight is going to be, by the way. So we'll have to see. I didn't really bring that much food. I just brought 4 lobsters, which I hope is sufficient. So I go back in here. Do I just use the demonic sigil and just start chanting? So it is... Now I do the reverse, right? So now I do Nahadu. Will the other people join me? And then we do Taran. And then we do Agrivnar. And then Camarinthum. And then Kaldar. Nothing interesting happens. Wait, are these people not joining me? Do we need to, like... Strength low. This realm, sapping strength. Combat capability impaired. This must be reason, portal forbidden. I just need your help with the ritual. Do you think you can do that? Speech functions not impaired. So, Agrivnar was trapped in our dimension all along and didn't have any influence till the wizards unsummoned him. I thought slaying him would make the world better, but now we're fighting to return it to how it was before. Perhaps we can't blame demons for everything that's wrong with the world. Sometimes it's just not that simple. I will be back. What about Evil Dave? That demon killed Eric. When are you going to start the ritual and slay him? I mean, I want to right now, but I'm just trying to figure out how I can start it. Alright, let's talk to Matthew. I'm sure Matthew will know what to do. We've got 8 people now. Are you ready to summon Agrivnar and slay him? Yes. Yes, I am. Alright, here we go. Oh, they're all taking their positions. Do I take the same position again? Nope. I stand here right now, which is the spot that Agrivnar was standing at previously. I will use the sigil, and we will now use the reverse version. So we do Nahadu. We do Taran. We do Agrivnar. We do Camarinthum. And we do Kaldar. Here we go. We are summoning him back to us so that we can slay him. Look at him. Look at him in all his glory. Matthew, how dare you summon me? Ah. Oh, he's actually dead. He didn't summon you. I did. Hello. Oh, wait. I need my armor. Actually, do I need my armor? He's magic, maybe. Then prepare to die. Alright, here we go. Oh, wow. We took big damage from that. Wait, hold on. Let's do strength. Oh my god, wait, what, wait, hold the phone. Am I wearing Silverlight? I am wearing Silverlight. Hold on, wait, we might actually be able to kill him right now. Oh, wait. Wait, this demon, hold on, he's too strong. He's too strong. Let me run. Exit the portal. Exit the portal. Oh, come on. No, exit. What I'm wondering though is whenever I leave and come back, is he the same HP? Can I see that? Okay, he does reset. Okay. So, he is using pretty much exclusively magic damage, but it's a hard fight, which is cool. So, probably, if I really wanted to cheese this, I would now go level my prayer, and I would look to unlock the... Oh wait, I have protect from magic? Wait, I have protect from magic. Okay, do I have enough prayer points? Okay, let's just try this, okay? Let's just try this. So we go in, protect from magic, go. Do I just completely ignore his damage right now? Wait, what? But I have protect from magic. What? But no. Was that not magic? Huh? What? Was that not magical damage? Or am I doing something wrong? That's my first encounter with, I believe they're called overhead prayers, or at least that's what people call them. Because they're like up on top of your head. Did I do something wrong there, guys? Did he swap to a different style? Did he swap to like a melee or something? And did I just take like a big chunk of damage from that? Ooh, is this my first encounter where I have to like actually think about the boss fight a little bit? Ooh, that's interesting. Oh, my loot is here. Okay, right outside. Okay, take all. There we go, we're good again. Okay guys, I have a plan. So I watched a bit of the footage and it seemed as though from range he was using a fireball kind of attack, but in melee he was doing some sort of physical attack, which means that I can probably block most of his physical damage by wearing this full armor, because I was wearing like the desert robes and stuff and they didn't do anything defensively for me. Meanwhile, I can use protect against magic to protect against the fireballs. So I'm thinking I use protect from magic, I pop a strength potion, I eat lobsters sometimes, and I just go absolutely ham. I'm thinking that is the strat. So, oh, he immediately hits me. Okay. Okay. Can I line of sight him here? Oh wait, hold on. He's immediately fighting me. Okay. Okay, so we protect from magic. Does that work? Okay, so now he goes fully melee, right? Okay, now he's just fully melee. I pop the strength potion as well. And, oh, wait, oh my god, he still hits me really hard with melee. Okay. Like, I was thinking maybe I need to, like, prayer swap and stuff. But I don't have the correct prayer yet to be able to swap into melee resistance. My god, he's hitting me so hard. What is this? I mean, to be fair, I'm aware that the armor is not reducing the damage that he's doing on me. It's reducing the frequency of hits, like just like my dodge rate, kinda. But he is really strong, much stronger than I expected. I'm wondering if I can hide somewhere, like behind the candle, behind the pillars didn't work, but I know the game's coded kind of weird in how it treats pathing. So what if I stand like here, for example? Can he still hit me here? No, wait, I can eat here? Now I can go back to him? Wait, that worked? Okay, hold on, that's nice, okay. So these pillars seem to line of sight him. So I can eat there. Oh, that's really nice. Wait, why don't I have sound on the game, by the way? I didn't disable the sound, but apparently I don't have sound right now. I wonder if I could even... Hold on, let me see if I can... Can I move here? Drop aggro. I think aggro drops once... Okay, I think this is fine. Can I hit him? Run away. Does that work? Because he's in... Like, I think what's happening right now is... I think because I'm at range when he engages... Oh, okay, that doesn't work anymore now, I guess. But I think what was happening is I was protecting against... Oh, wait, hold on. Let me go back there. I was protecting against magic. And because I was at range, he was forced into using magic. But because I ran away from him again before he swapped back to melee, he didn't hit me, right? Because he was still in magic mode and I was protecting from that. Now the prayer kind of made me run out. But That's an interesting lesson to learn. Okay, so I can run here. I can eat here. I can just very chill. I love this bar, by the way. It's really convenient. Okay, now go back. It doesn't reset because I'm still in the same instance, and I can go back in. So I don't have to waste time eating. I don't have to waste ticks eating. I mean, I still have to waste time running, which means he can get another hit in, but it's less time invested than eating, I guess. So, okay, one more hit. Go back. Eat and eat. Go back in. See, in other games, I think this would be considered cheesing, but I think in RuneScape, this is just considered playing the game, right? Like, these kind of things you kind of have to learn. And I'm really happy that I was able to deploy such tactics, because there we go. As you strike the final blow, Silverlight is drenched with Agrifnar's foul-smelling ichor. Let me just check if I can find how I can re-enable the audio, because something is going wrong. Okay, I just disabled the audio and re-enabled the audio, and now it works. I have no idea why, but it's fine. So, you try to wipe Silverlight clean, but Agrifnar's blood has fused with the blades. You have the sword and sense it has become more powerful. Wait, what? Have I absorbed the demon? You feel the power flowing into your arm. You can direct it into any combat skill. Wait, what? Oh, I get to choose which... I guess pour it into strength, right? Because pouring into strength means I can hit more, which means I can level the other ones easier. As long as I push strength towards 60 or something, and then I can go ham on these other ones. I guess I'll... Wait, more? Hit point, magic ranged as well. I mean, hit point is also kind of nice, I guess. Just get more HP in general is quite convenient. Ranged... Ooh... I mean, range is kind of low level. If I put it into range, I probably get like a nice chunk of levels. But then again, I'm not opposed to leveling it at some point. You know what? We'll just put in the strength, you know? Because we strengthened our way through this. Okay, you have completed Chill of the Storm. There we go. 1 quest point, 10,000 strength experience, and Dark Light. Which apparently is an upgraded version of Silverlight. Is that a mace? Did it turn into a mace? On the icon, it looked like a mace. So this is Dark Light. I wonder how strong it is relative to my other weapon, which I guess I can check out in just a moment. But here we go. That is the quest done, guys. All right. I mean, I very much enjoyed that quest. The quest was clear. I was kind of not really told what to do exactly, but I had enough information where I could figure things out rather easy. There was no wikiing here. I didn't have to look up any information from the Discord. Everything was easy to piece together in like the span of 2.5 hours, including a fair amount of AFK time because of some other things I had to do. So this probably took like an hour or so, maybe. Like it was quite nice. It was kind of funny how this quest was medium length, and it took me like an hour. Meanwhile, the golem I think was short, I believe, and that took me like 3 hours. So it's really weird how those things work out. And I guess it's mostly because you can't just come in here and like auto complete it if you know what you need to do. And I think that's what it's based on. So this means that next time, keep in mind, just to reiterate, we are looking to do Recipe for Disaster, Evil Dave's quest. And now we can do it. So, guys, next time, join me as we try and free Evil Dave after having completed Shadow of the Storm and Gertrude's Cat. Why Gertrude's Cat? Not entirely sure. And on 25 Cooking, we have all those things. So make sure to press that subscribe button, guys. You know, I'm still trying to hit that beautiful 1K mark, and we've kind of been going very slowly. So, you know, if you haven't subscribed yet, please press that button, man. Help me out. I would very much appreciate it. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you next time where we try and free Evil Dave. Bye-bye.